I know a lot of you want to see videos regarding what the narcissist does, what the behavior is, and what the signs are, and I get it. I was there once too, more than once actually. These videos, they help us see that we aren't crazy, that what we're going through is real. And when we're in these relationships, though, we're constantly being reinforced with the old programming that we aren't capable or lovable enough. And as a result, we end up experiencing cognitive dissonance, which makes it nearly impossible to trust our own feelings because most of the time we don't really know what we're feeling other than the surface anger, fear, and hurt that we feel. And as much as those feelings are definitely real, there's way more beneath that surface that needs to be processed. But then again, trying to find the time to process with narcissists in our lives seem impossible because we're in constant survival mode. The narcissist is always upset about something and causing chaos, so your attention finds itself constantly towards this chaos, trying to calm things down, trying to make them happy so that they won't attack you again with emotional and verbal abuse. And this is survival mode. And when we're in survival mode, we can't relax. Survival mode is when a person's brain is solely focused on trying to fix the issue at hand that's causing the anxiety that they're dealing with at that moment. The body's reservoir is rerouted to concern itself to the threat at hand, leaving no room for self-care, and that is unhealthy. Survival mode is stress, and stress causes havoc. In survival mode, a person can't focus. They'll have difficulty in making decisions. Everything becomes too overwhelming. Survival mode affects eating habits, no appetite, or overindulging in an attempt to feel safe. Comfort food, for example, or to get some kind of a dopamine rush. And it goes way graver than this, which I'll be getting to shortly, so stay tuned because this is important. I want to talk about some of the symptoms that happens with stress. Then I'll talk about how serious your health is affected over time. And at the end, I'm going to give you a solution that has worked miracles for me when I didn't think I was ever going to get better because I got really ill due to this stress. You will too if you aren't already, if you don't start to take care of self. Survival mode affects sleep patterns, either tossing and turning, trying to fall asleep because the brain just won't shut down, or falling asleep and being fully awake 2 hours later, both of which are causing damage. Survival mode also leads to exhaustion because in survival mode, what happens is the hormone adrenaline is preparing the body for danger or stress, such as cramming for exams in normal circumstances. It triggers the body's fight or flight response. And it's necessary when a person needs to have a quick response to an emergency situation, but it is not meant for long term because long term is destructive, which is what's happening to you. So look at what this hormone does here. It raises your blood pressure. It increases your heart rate. It raises your sugar levels, which is needed in an emergency for extra energy here. But what do you think that does long term? It makes your brain super alert. But if you're always super alert, watching for the next shoe to drop, you aren't focusing on anything else but this situation that you're in 24/7. Your body is constantly being flooded here with these chemicals, with these hormones. And lastly, it reduces the ability to feel pain, which of course is good if you have to focus on saving a child, for example, where you need to put your pain aside. But when you're in a toxic relationship, you're also no longer recognizing the depth of pain that you're actually in until the relationship is over. You always think that you can handle it because your pain has been reduced. So many people only realize how bad it was until they've severed the relationship. And that's because they've been in fight or flight mode all this time, this constant adrenaline flooding their bodies. Being in survival mode for a prolonged period can lead to burnout, which can impact all areas of your life. And when I say all areas, I mean all, because this is a serious matter that can take a serious turn for the worse if not dealt with. You think you're okay, but you may not be, which is why I decided to do this video today. I personally ran into one issue that was left untreated, which was caused by stress, by the way. And this issue ended up causing another issue years later, until one day I ended up with what seemed like a simple bladder infection that wouldn't go away no matter what antibiotics I was giving, or antibiotics, sorry. This led me deeper down the rabbit hole, where I went downhill from there, and in bed for weeks, believing that it was time to get my affairs in order, because I didn't think that I was coming out of this alive this time. And at this point, Google became my friend as I researched all my diverse symptoms, where lo and behold, I found out through studying functional medicine that they were all interconnected, which is what doctors practicing functional medicine is. For those who aren't familiar, functional medicine doctors are doctors who have taken their careers in depth regarding foods and vitamins. They believe that most illnesses can be treated. They'll do intense testing on hormones and the gut to get to the cause of what's going on, rather than merely treat the symptoms, which is basically what our medical system does. And they focus more on natural healing as opposed to chemical, aka the pharmaceutical. So for any of you that are suffering from any health issues, be it psoriasis, any type of autoimmune diseases, or any issues really, stay with me here, because I'll guide you towards some hope in healing all of this at the end. We think that we have digestive issues, and in turn we drink apple cider vinegar and swallow digestive enzymes, which of course is good, but why isn't it going away? And that's what I really want to discuss today, because stress can cause the digestive to deteriorate, then can cause your thyroid to be affected. A lot of people don't know this is going on here. Anyway, is anyone here not losing weight no matter what diet you try? So let's take a look here. How stress hormones impact the microbiome. When you're under chronic stress, like the kind that you experience while living with a narcissist, your body releases stress hormones that I just mentioned, especially cortisol. While cortisol is helpful in short bursts, prolonged exposure wreaks havoc on your body. And one key area that it affects is your gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living in your digestive system that play a vital role in your health. It's pretty much everything. Stress hormones can disrupt the balance of these bacteria, reducing the number of beneficial microbes and allowing harmful ones to thrive. And this imbalance, called dysbiosis, it weakens your gut lining, leading to a condition known as leaky gut syndrome. A leaky gut allows toxins and partially digestive food particles to escape into your bloodstream, triggering widespread inflammation. And this inflammation, it doesn't just harm your gut, it impacts your brain, your immune system, and your overall well-being. And we're talking about headaches, Hashimoto's, IBS, and a list of all kinds of things going on in your body. How many of you are losing your hair, not able to lose weight? So if you look at functional medicine, it's all interconnected. One thing affects the other, and the other affects another. And often a digestive system untreated can lead to hyper or hypothyroidism, which is a serious matter. Hashimoto's disease is the most common cause of hypothyroidism, which is an autoimmune disease that causes the immune system to attack the thyroid gland. And this can lead to inflammation and damage to the thyroid. The thyroid is a butterfly-shaped organ in the neck, and it's right here. And it regulates metabolism. And this attack damages the thyroid, often leading to hypothyroidism, where the thyroid doesn't produce enough hormones. What hypothyroidism does to the body, and by the way, you don't have to have all of these symptoms here, but let's take a look. Your metabolism slows down. Fatigue, weight gain, and sensitivity to cold are common. The body struggles to convert food into energy efficiently. Mental fog and depression. Low thyroid hormones can impair your brain function, causing memory issues, difficulty concentrating, brain fog, and depressive symptoms. It can also cause dry skin and hair loss. Reduced thyroid hormones affect skin and hair called regeneration, leading to dryness, thinning hair, and even hair loss. Then we have digestive issues. Hypothyroidism slows digestion, often causing constipation and bloating. Heart and muscle weakness. Sluggish metabolism can result in a slow heart rate, muscle cramps, and weakness. Over time, untreated, it can contribute to high cholesterol and heart disease. Then we have Graves' disease. Graves' disease is also an autoimmune disorder, but instead of underactivity, the immune system causes the thyroid to become overactive, leading to what they call hyperthyroidism. And this overstimulation, it floods the body with excessive thyroid hormones. What hyperthyroidism does to the body? Your metabolism speeds up, rapid weight loss, excessive sweating, and sensitivity to heat are all common. Increased appetite often accompanies these symptoms. Anxiety and irritability. Excessive thyroid hormones overstimulate the nervous system, leading to restlessness, nervousness, and mood swings. Heart strain is another one. Hyperthyroidism increases the heart rate and can cause palpitations, high blood pressure, and over time, a higher risk of heart problems. It also causes muscle weakness and tremors. Overactivity in the thyroid can lead to muscle wasting and uncontrollable shaking or tremors in the hands. It also can cause eye problems, which is unique to Graves'. Some people develop this thing where the eyes bulge or they feel dry and irritated due to inflammation. Let's take a look at the stress gut cycle. The stress gut cycle. Stress doesn't just disrupt your microbiome, it creates a vicious cycle. A disrupted microbiome can send signals, distress signals at that, to your brain through the vagus nerve, amplifying feelings of anxiety and depression. And this in turn raises stress levels even further, keeping your body locked in a state of fight or flight. It never stops. And over time, this cycle can leave you emotionally and physically drained, making it even harder to break free from the stressors causing the problems in the first place. So by addressing chronic stress and healing the microbiome, you can begin to restore this critical balance, improve not only your gut health, but also your mental clarity, your emotional stability, and your resilience. And in turn, you'll be able to start making the right decisions when it comes to the narcissists in your life, and you'll feel better. So win-win. Now, I'm not going to talk about ways to heal here because I get that most people don't want to have to watch hour-long videos, but I'm also not going to leave you high and dry here. I won't leave you hanging. What I'll do is I'll leave the link down below, maybe more than one link, I'll see, but I'll leave the link on the functional medicine doctor that really explains in simple terms the common sense of it all and how to heal starting right in your kitchen. His name is Dr. Mark Hyman, and he has his own YouTube channel and also does many interviews on other channels with other doctors that are into functional medicine. There is this one that he did with this woman that I found to be quite interesting. What this woman, I believe she was also a doctor of functional medicine, but what she had been studying on was the correlation between childhood trauma and autoimmune disease. And in her discovery, she found that everyone that she had tested that had some form of autoimmune disease had trauma growing up. Anyway, I just thought I'd add that in. So that is all for today, and we shall see you in the next video. So go get that link down below. And if you're interested in any of my stuff, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and all the good stuff. So bye for now.